Hello, this is J.A. McDonald, and I am back on the DAMT server for another 2-hour-a-day Minecraft DAMT. This is finally the series on my house. Sorry about that extreme close-up. There's a little barrier here that was getting in the way. Basically, you've seen the iron farm here, and Mobing's house up there, and everything in the city and that ship. And you've seen my house over here. And I'm not going to bother showing you all of Ghost's houses because he has so many of them. The only thing really left to show you is my house. Oh, and the Guardian Farm, I'm not sure if it's on this map or not. So, the only thing left to show you really is my house. Now, you might notice that my house doesn't appear on the map. But if you look really carefully here, you'll notice a perfectly curved section chopped out of this island. This is the island my iron farm is on. I haven't updated that map since I put it in, but that tiny speck there in the middle is the center of my house. So I'm going to just pop on over there, and the best way to show you is if I run over to Avenger Tower and swim out, because that blue stuff is quite clearly water. So yeah, if you don't know what water looks like, buy a copy of Minecraft. Yeah, okay, so here we are. Let's just watch the world load in front of us as I sprint towards the moon. There's a couple beacons. Those are from my house. Couple more. Ah, there it is. This is my house. A giant set of glass hemispheres and toroids. And just let me get this entire thing loaded for you. And I have a nice little viewing platform right in the center. Just give me a second, because it doesn't all like to load unless I kind of run over it. Okay, so I just finished loading the house, and I'm standing on my viewing platform right now. You'll see that nice big ring. A good bit of the surrounding terrain had to be flattened down to the sea floor at that ring, and that included a couple islands. And if I duck under here, you can see the sea cliffs I've made by flattening that. That took weeks. Weeks to do. Then the inner, you'll see 8 large spheres. Those each hold a particular industry. For example, that one over there is a potato farm, I think. That one there is my wheat farm, cow farm, carrot farm, could be melon farm. And then there's going to be more mob farms in there too. Over there is my horse breeder, if you were wondering. Then, let's see here. There's 4 small domes inside this inner torus. Those each contain special things. That one's brewing. That one's a rabbit farm, I think. And that one is enchanting and a chicken farm. Then in the outer ring, you'll see 8 smaller domes. Those are all going to be bedrooms. I haven't decorated them yet, and I'm not sure how I'm going to decorate them. And then I have my large central dome. First, I'll just give you a little bit of a flyover, because I would like your input on how to decorate these smaller domes here. Yeah, they will need a bed in them, but that's the only really fixed thing. So use your imagination. And then let's just go inside, shall we? The only current entrance is through this water pipe here, or the portal, or the tracks. So I have a quad portal sitting up here. this is the height it's going to be at, but it's going to be a more decorated platform. So here we are in the central dome. The central dome is where I stuff things that don't have a place somewhere else. Let's start with the, we just have this guy here. Whoops, I punched him. Little snow farm. Yeah. Regrettably, this is built in a slime chunk. So I didn't build any sort of slime farm because just running down my corridors is enough to get me slime. Now, this whole thing isn't finished. It's a work in progress. Like, this is going to be more of a garden path feel to it. Excuse me while I kill this chicken. So over here, we have the cow farm. And I need wheat. I have some wheat. No wheat in there, though. I'll show you the cow farm in a moment here. First, the wheat farm, though. Back here we have the wheat farm. This is my largest manual harvest wheat farm, I think. Pretty sure. And clearly the other one on this service doesn't count because this is the only one I actually harvest. And it has a chest here full of replanting supplies. So let's just knock up a few of these. There we go. Believe it or not, farming underwater isn't as helpful as you might think. I still needed water sources in here. And I definitely need light sources. Let's just stuff these back in here for replanting. Okay. Some jokers like to swap out the glass in my house. So I'll just remember that block and replace it later because I don't have any glass on me right now. Over here in the cow farm, I have these 4 cells of cows. Just let me activate one of these and show you how it works. Basically, you just target the cows with wheat, and then you turn the button off, and all the baby cows flood out the bottom, and they flow up these columns. Sometimes they get stuck and start to drown. Anyhow, they fall into the center here, where you have 2 options. You have the lava option. When they grow up, they'll burn in lava. Or you have the suffocation option. When they grow up, they'll suffocate. Yeah, a little bit harsh, but, that's life. And I'm glad I had the foresight to protect this system, because if that's on, it will turn off, or it keeps this from firing. And if it's off, and this is on, it withdraws before firing. Or maybe it doesn't. Oh, great. Now I have 4 wheat buckets. Okay. So, basically, you can't actually permanently lose the lava, unfortunately. So I'm just going to go flush this system with some steak. Because it collects all the drops and shoots them up a little elevator. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'll just stick these back in these. But I had to be careful because I knew someone would come by and throw the switch, so I had to arrange it in such a way that even if someone threw the wrong switch at the wrong time, it wouldn't break the system. And it's wise I did, because no sooner than was the system finished and some joker came by and threw the wrong switch. So, yeah. Let's just turn on the lava. Oh, great. Excuse me, well, I fixed the mistake I just made. The lava buckets need to be out right now. Because it's currently turned on, so I can only have actual buckets in there, not lava buckets. So this is a really cool system, and I might do a tutorial on it, but I personally doubt it, since the only place this system works well is in a dome. A clear dome. So I don't see any point in making a tutorial for such a specialized thing. Oops, wrong lever. Let's just start up the lava. Might as well. So then here we have the Enchanting Room. Nothing special. I don't often use it because all the XP farms have an Enchanting Room at them, and they're just more convenient, usually. Down here I have the largest harvestable potato farm I've ever built. Yeah. And it's positioned here because it was the one thing that's not actually used for much. Although I think in one of the snapshots potatoes are used for breeding something. I don't remember. I didn't leave room for a beetroot farm though. So yes, let me slide this slime. In here is going to be the sheep farm. It's going to be one of those magic sheep farms. And then behind us we have the chicken farm, which is often referred to as Nazblock, because we have a bunch of stock trading chickens down there doing their stuff. Then that thing recycles the eggs and sorts out the chicken and feathers, and it has a system to burn the feathers if it gets too full, which is good because it's gotten too full. And if it backs up on the feathers, the chicken stops being produced. And chicken is my primary food supply. So over here, we have my coolest little building in here, I suppose. This is my sugarcane, melon, and pumpkin farm. And then underneath here, we have an automatic farm for each one. And they are bud powered. So when the right pumpkin grows, it fires. And you might notice that both of these rows are completely full. There's actually a second row behind them that contains the triggering mechanism. But no, I could show you. Then all the drops come up into this chest, or more precisely, all the sugarcane drops go up into that chest. Because I had a little problem with all the other ones filling up this chest too quickly. So I disconnected them because I only actually use sugarcane. I don't use pumpkins or melon. So here's the system in action. There you have it. And that will flush each side separately. Then on to the next room, which if I recall is empty and is reserved for pigs. Pigs are going to have an identical setup to cows over there. And they are right next to the carrot farm. Then the carrot farm and the melon farm are next to the brewing room, whereas the cows are next to the book needed room. So this is an interesting little brewing stand. I don't do much brewing out here though. Yeah. I had, for all these water breathing potions I needed for clearing out the land, I had an automatic brewing station set up where you just pull the brew off and it would immediately start another brew. That one is useful. And I might do a tutorial on it because it's simple and just about as useful as a fully auto potion brewer. Then in here we have carrot farm. Let me just get a few of these because I'm thinking I'm going to need them. Yeah. And up ahead we have a mushroom farm, which is incomplete, and I'm not sure what it's going to look like. It might be a free-range farm, but really mushrooms aren't much use compared to other things. I mean, yeah, they're just as useful as cows, with slight additional use. So in here we have the rabbit farm. Just throw the lever, the rabbits pop up, feed the rabbits, And the baby rabbits shoot out over to here, where they land down there on that hap slab. And then once per day, lava comes by and drowns them. Or you can toss in a splash potion from here if you want to get rabbit's foot. I don't use this place much. I don't know why. I don't know. Don't really need much rabbit's foot though. So now, for recent additions to this place, the sorter system. Oh, so first you have this nice little slime block cannon here to get you back out. This is the sorter system. This is powered mostly by a Tangarian sorter? Tangarian? I don't know quite how to say it, but I'm going to say Tangarian. Or Tangerine. Yeah. So basically the way this works is you take all your junk and you throw it in here. And you can sort any number of items into a single chest. These cobblestone chests and everything over to this netherrack chest are all standard sorters. But from then on, it's a Tangosian sorter. Tangerine, yeah. And basically you just have to leave some items in every slot of the chest. And it will automatically fill up. So I'm doing that for all the resources that I need to this point. Then I have armor in one chest, weapons, tools. Then I use a potion separator to fill these 6 chests of potions, which I can then individually sort into these chests. And I have all my unstackable items filtered into these chests here. And I have a bunch of unallocated space chests over here for things like transportation, firewalker boots, because I have a lot of those, because every once in a while I get hit just right that my boots say that there's 0 boots in a stack, which used to mean before 1.9 that you could throw them in a dispenser and make lots more boots, and so I did, because boots just wear out so fast. And yeah, you've heard of cheaty diamonds? Yeah, those are all ghosts, cheaty diamonds, that he's got in a similar way. So that's another thing that makes this semi-survival, because he gave me a bunch of cheaty diamonds and I kept them, because why not? And it just kind of cuts back on mining and you can build more. Then we have overflow storage. Everything overflow piles up in here, including my flushing item, which I always feed through the system last, so as to kind of clean it out. Then, yeah, sorted things in here. Yeah, I'll fix that glass later. First I'll demonstrate this launcher, though. There you are. Nice launch. So, down in the basement, we have what's going to be my furnace room here. Just cleared it out last night. And we have another hidden switch door that you can kind of trigger. That goes into the maintenance hallways where I can mess with my beacons, in case I ever want to change their effects. I don't think I will. Currently I'm getting everything except strength and resistance 2 off of them. So I'm happy with that. I'd prefer resistance 1 to strength 1. And I'd prefer not to have to add more beacons because they get expensive fast. So this can be closed to kind of look cool. Then down here I have the mining level. These each are going to be a central mining tunnel with branch mines branching off of them. And down here I have the transportation hub. This is a horse breeding timer. It's about a 5-minute timer, so I can just hit the button when I breed these 2 horses, and I'll know when they're ready to breed again. And these are my breeding stock. Just let me check the speed of this guy here. Oh, it's already marked. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has a speed of 8. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is a speed of 8. Is this the perfect horse? I don't think so. I tested a perfect horse and it got 15. Or, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh. This red line on the floor is one off. It's supposed to be here. That explains it. Well, I can fix that later. It just means I don't have to worry about breeding horses so much anymore, because I've got almost my perfect horse. So then let's go east down one of these tunnels. These are ice speed floors with overlaid tracks on them, and a horse tunnel in the center. Then they go upstairs after hitting my outermost ring. Here we are. And this is the iron farm chest from my iron farm. You might recognize this little room. So then they go to the nearest obstruction, or 100 blocks in each direction. This one goes to about here or so. Go back here. Now, I haven't been able to confirm this or not, but according to math and a few experiments I've done, it is faster to run around the outside of this tunnel than to take the speedway inside, if you're going 90 degrees in any direction. Personally, this is outside the range of the speed beacon and doesn't have speed ice tracks in it, so I can't see why that is. But apparently that is. So I'm almost there. Here we are. As you see, this is the last entrance to my house. Is a little ramp that goes up here and empties onto the railroad tracks so that I can easily get all my horses out into the breeding pens. So yeah, that's the exits to my house and the basement. The last thing to show you is the walkways to the bedrooms. And I haven't put in the bedrooms yet, so I'm hoping that I can get that in a Let's Play sometime. But yeah, I'm hoping to do more Let's Plays on this house, rather than just tours. Let's go up here. Okay. Right here, there's one of these going in each direction, and then it branches in two. And here is the elevator. I'm going to put in a realistic piston elevator that will push me up into the bedroom dome. So now I need your help to figure out what material to make the bedroom dome's floor out of. I really can't decide, because I'm waffling between some sort of wood and pure quartz, and I really just can't decide. So yeah, that is the end of these tours, I'm fairly certain. Hopefully everything else will be as part of a Let's Play. But I might have a couple more tutorials just thrown in if I do something off camera, which I probably will. Well, see you next time.